Alright, welcome to another one of my early impression videos. For those of you who don't know, this is like an unscripted type thing where I just go over like my thoughts on betas, alphas, previews, and in this case a technical preview for games that usually they haven't not come out yet. I'm just going to be putting some gameplay and a little bit of music in the background. So nothing really important, just straight up gameplay, like unedited, uncut stuff. So if you want to just put your phone down and listen to this video in the background, that's totally fine. So these aren't really full reviews or anything like that because we haven't played the full game. And today we're going to play Halo Infinite, the technical preview. How long have we been waiting for this game? Since Halo 5 came out? 5 years? Holy moly. It feels so good to finally just play this game. Play Halo. There is a new Halo that you can play right now. You can play it. That is crazy to me that this game that I've been waiting for so long that I can like pick it up and play it. That's crazy to me. Now, okay, let me get over this. So now we have to actually talk about the technical preview. So the technical preview isn't a beta or an alpha, it's a technical preview or whatever you want to call it. Basically what it is it just has like a couple of things in there. It only has like some multiplayer, like just one map, and you are playing with four random people on your team and against another team of 4 people, which are just bots. And you only have one map and a couple of weapons in there, so not a whole ton to experiment with. There were some weapon trials where you just got to like try out the weapons in like a tiny training arena type thing. Do you remember those like little weapon trial things in GTA 5? It's basically just that, where you shot the targets in the ammunition store. It's basically just that. You also got to see the battle pass, a little bit of the menu, and the shop menu. Though you can't actually buy anything, they just give you like 3,500 credits and tell you to go wild. There's also the customization menu, and that's about it. So nothing too crazy. So let's start with the actual multiplayer itself. So again, as I mentioned, this is 4v4 of you and random people on a team versus 4 bots. And there's only one map that you play on, and you don't have like a whole ton of weapons. There's no vehicles or anything like that, and there's like a couple like power-up type things that you can get. But it's pretty fun actually. I actually did enjoy this. I had a good time. It's very, very rough. Very rough. You probably can see on screen, the frame rate is not that great. This is pre-release, so they're still making the game, even though it's supposed to come out fall 2021, which that's pretty soon, so I don't know. This game might get delayed to 2022. At first I was like, no, they won't delay it to 2022. Looking at it, this probably gonna get delayed to 2022, but we're waiting. We'll wait for it, as we always do. So the gunplay, let's talk about the gunplay. The gunplay is great. For the most part. Great for the most part. The weapons feel great. It feels super satisfying, like the hit reticle and stuff like that. Like the eliminated thing they actually get. Because in the old Halos, the only way to tell if you eliminated somebody is you had to look at the bottom left corner in the kill feed. There's no huge like eliminated X person or something like that, like in other games, like in Overwatch or Apex. Oh, what else was there? The aiming down sights thing. Now this is a wildly controversial topic in the Halo community. It's like being able to aim down sights on guns that you couldn't previously in most games, like the assault rifle, the plasma pistol, and all that jazz. This time around, I think that they did good on it. Like, it's not too overboard, it's just like barely aiming in. But I think this is a more modern version of Halo, so I think that this should be in. One thing that I do not like, though, is that how every time you get shot, you like un-aim in your sights. I know this is like old Halo, this has been since Halo 1. I played Halo 1, so I know. But it doesn't look good here. It does not look good here. It's like incredibly seizure-inducing because you're just like, there's like no animation, so it's like like zoom in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Especially if you're holding down the aiming down sights button, it just stays on that. And it's super duper annoying, especially for these reticles that like take up majority of the screen. Like for example, scopes. The scope of the new one. I think it was called the Lancer. It's like the huge spear one that shoots out spears. The sights on that are not good, like at all. This needs to be fixed ASAP. I can't see anything on it. So it's a sniper type weapon. So you need to be able to see like the entire map or your entire screen, and I can't see anything, especially when I'm getting zoomed in and out repeatedly as I'm getting shot. So fix that, please. Actual weapons themselves are pretty cool. You have a couple new ones like the Eva 8, sorry, not Eva 8. I don't remember what it's called. It's like the Eva 8 from Apex. It's like a full auto shotgun. I really hope that the original OG shotgun makes it back into here, because that weapon would feel super duper satisfying. Just get like a one-hit kill in this game, because all the guns feel super duper satisfying in this game. It feels like a much more modern version of Halo. Anyways, there was the Lancer I talked about. I know that there's a couple other things, but I can't remember them. Yeah, so you had the sniper rifle, the pistol, the battle rifle, the AR, the missile launcher, the plasma pistol, the pistol, and I can't remember the rest. The skewer, that's what it's called, not the Lancer. The Lancer is from Gears of War. Sorry, the skewer, that's what it's called. But, yeah, all these weapons feel great. I do wish that there were a tiny bit more that they could have added in here, but still, it's pretty good. Let's talk power-ups. So power-ups are little things like, you know how you find your active camo and stuff like that? Like these little things you can find on the map, you walk over it, then you turn invisible, or the overshield. This time, like, they're activatable, and you have a lot more. I mean, there's only 2 in here so far. But, they have said they'll add more, like the grappling hook, which that wasn't in here, unfortunately, but would have caused a lot of bugs. So, one, you have the active cam, which just turns you invisible. It's been every Halo. There's also I can't remember what it's called, but it's just like a shield bubble thing that goes out. It's just like, it's like Orisa's shield from Overwatch, where it's just like in front of you, and you can shoot out like individual squares in it. So if like you just want to shoot out like where the guy is standing behind it, then shoot him, then you can. It's actually pretty cool. I like this a lot. I really do. Grenades feel like they have a lot more weight. In Halo, it just kind of felt like you threw them to throw them. You know what I'm saying? Like, they didn't really do a whole ton. Every once in a while you get a kill with one, but you get a lot more kills with this. It might just be because I'm playing against bots, which that's the only people you can't play against is bots. So, but I don't know. Oh yeah, and the bots are really weird. Just want to mention one thing. They always like to rush either left or right, but they all go. So they're like all in a group. So if you just throw a grenade, you'll get a team kill easily. And they don't move. So it's really weird where they all just go one place. In old Halo games, you'd have like all the amounts of grenades you had. You had like 4 different types of grenades. But for some reason, you can only carry 2 types, and you can't see how much you have of each type or even what type you have. And normally you could just hit D-pad left or right to cycle through them. This time you have to hold D-pad left and then like press a certain button on the top. Like, it takes longer than it should. Just go back to pressing the D-pad right, since there are only 2 types you can have. So why do I have to do this whole thing for it? Just click one, switch to the other. Click once, click left, switch to the other. Click left, switch to the other. Exactly. It's easy. I don't know why I can't do this. I can't talk about the vehicles because there are no vehicles. I can't talk about other maps because there are no other maps. But the map we did play on was pretty cool. It's kind of like a shrunken down version of the pit from Halo 3. It's like more of a 1v1 map. Like, vehicles couldn't fit on here. Like, just like they couldn't fit on the pit. They can't fit on here. So this is going to be a good map for 1v1, 2v2s, 3v3s, or in this case a 4v4. So yeah, it's a pretty good map. Oh yeah, sprinting too. So this is another highly controversial thing. If sprinting should be in Halo, it wasn't the original Halos, and Halo felt like very slow, but it was supposed to feel like that, because that's created a huge emphasis on vehicles and like doing like all this crazy cool stuff that you could do with it. So I do think that sprint should be in this time around, because Halo Infinite will be open world, And getting around an open world without sprinting, like you have vehicles with sprinting, you have to have that. So I am glad that it is in here. I'm glad sprinting is in. They have like more advanced movement stuff. They didn't go overboard like in Halo 5 that they did advanced movement stuff. They did have like you could climb up on ledges. I do think that that's, I don't know how I feel about that. We'll just have to see, because you couldn't do that in the other Halos, but we'll have to see about that one. There's the sliding. I mean, you probably won't use this too much. You'll probably use like the sliding the same amount as you would like in Call of Duty or something like that. Like not like in Apex where you go like super duper far with it. But it is there, and it's there. You probably won't use it, but it's there. There are also the weapon trial things. I mean, they're just weapon trials like in, remember like the weapon things in GTA 5 where you go to ammunition and you could like do certain types of guns, and like depending on how many targets you took out in a certain amount of time, like you get like 3 stars, 2 stars, 1 stars, stuff like that. It's just like this, but with different weapons. It's like in a training arena. Not really a whole ton to talk about here. I do hope that there is like I think that there is like a full-on training arena like in Apex and stuff, but better, because Apex's isn't that great. Oh, and then let's go on to customization. There is a ton of customization options. So it's everything from like bottom of your feet, like, so let's talk about customization, and there is a ton of stuff you can customize. It's like if they took Halo Reach's customization and they cranked it up to 11. It's great. There's like a lot more customization as in like your character and stuff. Like you have like your own little personal AI. So like it'll tell you like there's certain things happening. It's like, hey, sniper rifle spawning over here. But they have like different voices you can have and like different personalities for your AI. And I really hope they have some classic Halo characters like Sergeant Johnson. I hope he's like an AI eventually, or Cortana even, just that. So that's pretty cool. They have like things you can customize, like prosthetics, you can customize your vehicles and all this stuff. So I think that's pretty cool. The monetization, we'll see how harsh this will be. We do kind of get a vision of the prices, but they are actually pretty good. Like $7 for a whole bundle, that's pretty good. That's really good compared to other stuff. And like they gave us you can't actually buy anything with like real money, but they do give you like 3,500 credits and told you to go crazy. So that's just what I did. Like I got the battle pass. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, the customization, really cool. Then the monetization, pretty good. Store, basic free to play stuff, which this will be free to play. The multiplayer portion will be free to play, which is good. The battle pass. The battle pass system might just be the best battle pass system ever, because like you have all your basic stuff like weekly challenges and stuff like that. You level it up, different stars, and you can buy more tiers. I don't know how I feel about that part, because the huge thing about Halo is like, if you saw a guy like in Halo 3 that had like this cool set of armor, you know he worked his butt off to get that, like by grinding to get some achievement or something. It was not easy, and it was so rewarding to be able to do that. This time they do have that, but you can just buy it. I don't like that. I don't really like that. I really hope that they do have like the Fortnite did with like the skins where you couldn't buy these, but you could like get better and cooler looking versions of the skins as you like played the game more. So I hope that they do something like that to combat people just buying the battle pass outright. But so, and then there's also so you know how battle passes usually they expire after a certain amount of time. Well, these don't. So you can work on them anytime you want to. You can, like, Season 1, you can work on the Season 1 Battle Pass and Season 10, and you can buy the Season 1 Battle Pass in Season 10, which that is great. I love that. But yeah, I think that's about it. So Halo Infinite is shaping up to be pretty good. So I'll see you guys in the next one, and bye.